Hello again, I'm Lost, and this is RimWorld 0.16. We've just landed on our colony. We have no idea what's around us. Let's pause this real quick so we can get some stuff done. Oh, dear Lord. I don't think I have ever had so perfect a start. This is all covered up. This is all sealed in. There is one entrance and 3 geothermal. Two entrances. Still, 2 entrances and 3 geothermal. Whew, wow, that is awesome. Okay. So, I have a plan for what I'm going to do. It's sort of this crazy grand design. I've seen people do smaller playthroughs where they're building tiny little colonies and trying to maximize productivity by minimizing size. Well, I'm going to go the other way. I'm not going to minimize productivity, but I'm going to maximize size. My goal is to build the biggest colony I possibly can. Now, obviously, this is a huge map. And if you've never played RimWorld, then you probably haven't noticed, because I don't get to it often, this very thin line here. This region, between that line and the edge of the map, is the area I can't build in. So if I'm going to maximize my base, that means filling in everything inside that line. Now, because of the way the zones work, and the way that the home zone works, if I build a wall, say I've built this wall, the home zone is going to claim an area around that wall. Something like that. Well, that's all well and good, but if there's a fire outside of that wall, and I don't care because it's a solid wall and there's nothing that the fire can do to it, then I don't want my people to run halfway around the map. Oh, look, food. I don't want my people running halfway around the map to put out that fire. So I'm not going to go quite up to the wall. Instead, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to cancel it. I'm going to put up a layer 2 deep of sandstone floor, or whatever I have available. Then, because I have it, we'll just use wood for now. I'll put in a layer of embrasures, which guns can shoot out of. Then I will create little rooms. And what I will do is every other room will have a turret in it. Therefore, I will, by default, have defenses covering the entire map. Any possible entrance will be covered. Behind this, I will have a walkway and then a double thick wall. And at some point, I will have a set of doors. And this is going to be the basic wall structure all the way around. Now, I don't want to build any of that right now. What I want to do right now, because I've got to start off with what I've got and build up to that, what I want to do right now is I want to deconstruct this and this and that and that. We'll take that as well, because those are going to give us some blocks to start with. The second thing I'm going to do, I'm going to set up some zones. I've got some marshy land here. What I may end up doing as part of the colony development is turning this into a park/food production zone with apartments around it for all of my people. Then I'll have a production zone separate from that, probably down here. And I may end up building this up, but we'll see. We'll see. For now, let's put down Actually, let's come up here. Let's put down a generic stockpile zone here. And then, because it's not... Ooh, it's too wide. Too wide. So let's cancel that. Put a smaller stockpile zone. And then what we'll do, because that should be okay, should being the operative word, put up a roof. Now what's going to happen, well, people are going to come over here and they're going to roof this up. The stockpile may or may not actually need to be indoors. It may just need to have a roof over top of it, and that could be enough to prevent most things from rotting. Then we'll take a dumping zone, and we'll put a dumping zone out front. And then growing. That's a 10 by 18. Let's add 2 more. Alright, and our next set. Nope. Gonna run into problems there. What are you? Panther? Oh, cool. It's a 10 by 15. Can I get another 5? No. Well, we'll do the 10 by 18. That'll work. I want strawberries, because my people can eat those without preparing them. I want cotton, so that I can make clothes. And finally, I want a patch of heel roots, assuming one of my guys... Oh, good, somebody can do it. Let's get the medicine clear, and the food clear. Assign everyone to a gun. Alright. And let's let them get started. We've got food, and we've got our dumping zones. We have an idea of what we're going to do, and we have some basic construction set up. The only problem we're going to have right now is that we have no place set off that is actually roofed and enclosed that will serve as a bedroom. And with all of my cargo space over here, or all of my storage space over here, I probably want my production zone and my sleeping area to be close to this. So what I probably want to do is carve out the sleeping zone here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sink it in 1, 2, 3 so that I have a nice solid wall. And then I'm going to go like that. And then I want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep. And I'll explain that once I get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Okay, that will be our start point. Alright, let's ramp up the speed. So we've got our roof in. It's not collapsing yet. We should be good. Alright, people are moving stuff. Plants are getting planted. Now they're going to start tearing stuff down. And once I've got enough stone, cut stone from that, what I'm going to do is wall off. Oh my god, that's another geothermal. That's 4 geothermals, 5 geothermals. I am going to have so much power, it's ridiculous. Oh, that's that. We will cut this off first. And we'll leave this one open. Let's see, how much limestone do we have? We don't need it right now. Okay, we'll do that. I saw that major break risk and then it went away. So we're going to peel up this floor as well. It'll give us more stone. But let's pause for a moment and let's discuss some work strategies here. I'm going to do manual priorities, and I'm going to start off by setting my default priority. My default priority is that everyone will have some things. Everyone will have that. So we'll copy this, and we'll paste it all the way down. Now, you will be construction, you will be grow, you'll be research, you'll be mining, you'll take mining as a secondary, you'll take plant cut as a primary, construction as a secondary. You will both mine, construct, plant, and plant cut as a secondary. And since I really don't want these to take too much precedence, you will have both of these. Man, I'm just clicking all over the place. You have both of those as secondaries. Alright, that should get me started. And our miner, yes, perfect, already moving. Let's go in here, and we will get production. Yeah, see, they don't have a place to sleep. That's going to become a problem. So we get that production going. So we can start creating stone. Actually, let's remove that. What I'm going to do is put it here. Because this is where the finished product will go, and this is where the raw resources are. So they'll pick up here, work here, dump off. Perfect. Much more efficient. So their minor break risks, if we go over here and look at, well, you're smoke leaf dependent, that's going to be a problem. If we look at this, joy deprived, ugly environment, slept in the cold, slept outside, slept on ground, ate without table, uncomfortable. Yeah, all that's bad. So, we have some wood. Let's put a table. Now let's put some dining chairs around said table, so that the people have a place to sleep. Then let's go to Joy, and let's give them some horseshoe posts to play horseshoes with. Let's have those get picked up. And now, let's put a door here, and temporarily we will dump sleeping spots inside. So now I've got 4 sleeping spots indoors. Sure, they're still going to have a shared bedroom, and the shared bedroom is going to give them a debuff on their emotions, but they're at least inside, so I will eliminate 2 negatives and only have 1 negative. It's a trade-off. Alright, that is sealed. That's good. Come on, people. You've got beds. Use them. Alright, the one who has... We're going to do that. I'm not researching right now. So let's get the hauling and the cleaning done. Because the cleaning will help. And I don't have any construction going after this gets done. Actually, that's a very silly statement. All of this counts as construction. But I'm going to leave him to it. Good, we've got some berries. Alright, so what I'm going to do, the reason for these shallow, for the 4x5s, I'm basically going to build cells. Each cell is going to be 2 spaces wide, 4 spaces deep. That will give me enough room for a light, a bed, and a piece of artwork, and a little bit of spare room. This will have the benefit of giving my people some place to sleep, keeping it small and efficient for the time being, allowing me to have private rooms, but not occupying a huge amount of space. It is, in the short term, an ideal option. In the long term, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those private rooms, I'm going to tear out the flooring, whatever I end up putting in there, be it carpet or wood or stone paving, and I will replace it with sterile tiles. I'll take out the bed and I'll replace the bed with a medical bed. I'll take out the no, I'll leave the art in, but I will also add a health monitor. And what will end up happening is I will have this nice compact little medical bay. So the 8 bedrooms that I am building right now will become 8 medical bays. And because each person will have their own little medical room, it will provide a sort of quarantine. Now, I may end up needing to enlarge them because people want space, and that cramped environment can cause negative debuffs, and somebody who has a serious illness will, because they're confined to bed, end up very upset because of the size of the room they're in. Obviously, the art and the quality of the bed will help offset this, so I can try to play a balancing act, if you will. But worst case scenario, I dump them as medical rooms, build new, slightly larger medical rooms, and turn them into prisoner cells. Either way, these tiny little rooms that I'm starting with, by no means the smallest I could build, will, long term, provide me with the facilities that I will need later on. Sorry, I was thinking of a name. So, we're going to call this the hole, because we really are a hole in the wall. And our faction... Oh, wait. Oh, that's wrong. We are living in the hole, and our faction is... civilization. Why? Because that's what we are. We are civilization. We are going to be a big civilized society. So many areas, so much area I can easily access right now. It's great. Alright, this is done. Let's get a build going. We're going to do any stone block. Do forever. Now I have to have somebody assigned to that. You will take crafting as a number 1, which will get you making stone blocks. We had a visitor. I ignored them. Alright, if you would please mind that. Good. Now, let's pause for a moment. Let's see what we have the most of. Where are my bricks? I've got 50 marble. Looks like I don't have any sandstone hauled. We've got 100 limestone. We've got 85 sandstone. Let's go ahead and rip up the floor here. We've got 31 sandstone over there, so we've got 111 sandstone immediately available. So we'll start with sandstone. Each wall is going to take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, perfect. And that. And then we'll put in a door. And right now, I'm not going to put any vents in. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to have a central air conditioning unit. It's one of the mods I've got. So we're going to deal with that later. Simple vent for equalizing the temperature between 2 rooms without allowing people to walk between them. And towards a room that you want to control. Oh, that's against the wall. So we'll put in a standard vent. Oh, it gets placed on a wall. Oh, apparently the wall has to be done first. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Three. Alright, and the first cells are lined up. Probably don't have enough stone for all of that. But that's okay. Oh, something I have to do real quick. Mad Animal reminds me. You can change how your people react. Currently run, ignore, or fight back. All of my people are going to fight back. So when that mad animal comes in, my people will start shooting it. I'm betting it's that. Yep. A man-hunting tortoise. And now the tortoise is dead. Alright. Our engineer is also our crafter. Let's put him to that. And let's see if we can order the harvest yet. Nope. There were other berries, weren't there? Yes, we can harvest other berries. Good. Trying to make sure my people eat. Alright. Okay, let's... You're making me... Well, you're eating, which is fine. Good. You're making me the stone I need. And once we have enough, we'll switch you back over to laying down walls. Tater, I want you to start constructing first. Hopefully you won't mess it up. My goal with having Tater construct first is to get the actual rooms in place so I can start building beds. Oh good, we have another mental break, and we have a new person. Copy that, we'll put it here. We'll drop you down and raise you up. We will raise you, drop you, and then we'll get people working the way we need them to. And now Big V will start making the blocks we need, while Blitz puts them together, and Tater carves out the rest of the rooms. And I need us another sleeping spot. At least temporarily. Alright. Colony is going. Not necessarily the best start. I may have overbuilt on some things, but you know what? Go big or go home, right? Nope, I don't want to heal I don't want to harvest cotton yet. Hey, my people are having a party. That's awesome. Alright, we're going to call it for now. We will pick up again later on. I'm planning on doing one game a day for the foreseeable future, so, and rotating between them. Hopefully, I'll pick up a third game, and we'll see 3 games back to back, which means you'll have to wait 2 days between, 3 days between gameplays. But we'll see what happens. Until next time, good luck on the rim and happy gaming.